This is week number 3 of trying to get rich in 1 year with B2B SaaS. Last week, I found my full-time CTO for the project, as well as made a lead list of my ideal client profile for 2 different types of 1,000 contacts each using listkit.io. And I also went and visited the cold email wizard himself in Tampa to help me write my cold email scripts. And at the time of recording this, it is January 8th, and my CTO said that we should have an MVP to test out by the end of January. So here's what I have planned to do today and this week. This week is going to be a lot of preparation for the launch around sales and marketing. And the following week is going to be a lot of testing the MVP and working out bugs and setting my metrics for the launch. So I'm going to be buying more domains and connecting them to my sending platform to begin warming them up. I'm going to be doing some outreach to different people that I think we could have a win-win relationship in partnering. So there's going to be a lot of other people that also have a business-to-business software company, but they're selling to the same type of ideal client profile, but their software provides a different service. And so we can sell to each other's leads and it'll be a win-win service. And we could do things like joint webinars, swap email lists, etc. And finally, I'm going to set up my sales CRM. I'm going to be using HubSpot. And as well, I'm going to write a few email flows for things like the email people get before a demo, after a demo, like if they haven't logged in for 10 days for churn prevention, or if they've opted into a free lead magnet, but they haven't booked a demo yet. I'm going to be writing out those email flows. Okay, so let's pop into Squarespace and buy a couple more domains and then connect them to Smart Lead. All right, what's going on, guys? So we are just going to buy a few more domains. And so we decided on the name ZapX. So as you can see, we're buying kind of our main domain is going to be tryzapx.com. So now we're just buying ones for cold email. So I tried tryzapx.com. I did getzapx.com. Do like newzapx.com. So these domains don't really matter, guys, because they're going to be forwarded to our main domain. Oh, that one's actually not available. tryzapx.io.com. So I'm just buying a few more domains, and then I'm going to hook these up to Smart Lead in the next step, and then we're going to connect it all to HubSpot. Okay, so there's our 5 domains. Let's check out. Okay, boom. So now that we've purchased our domains and successfully connected them to Smart Lead, we're gonna let them start warming up, and it's gonna take about 2 weeks. And then after that 2-week period, they're gonna be warmed up, and we're going to be able to safely send 5 to 10 emails per day per domain to start off. Now let's set up some partnerships. And I honestly think partnerships in B2B businesses are some of the best ways to possibly grow a business, because you can grow so quickly and it's a win-win relationship. Doing things like joint webinars and swapping email lists is such a cheat code, because you're just utilizing other people's audiences and you're providing value on both sides. So it is one of the best ways to grow your B2B business. So if you have a B2B business, I highly recommend you look into forming as many strategic partnerships as you can. So let's reach out to some people. So I'll put up on the screen somewhere around here some of the different people that I reached out to form a partnership, and they're going to be different types of partnerships for each person. And so I'm really looking for a couple type of people that I can run joint webinars with. So again, for example, with Expandy of how to use cold calling and LinkedIn outbound automation in unison for better results. That would be a really good joint webinar for us to do that is going to promote both of our companies and provide value to each party. Now, the other type of strategic partners that are super interesting for me to reach out to is my guy Connor here, who has a sales agency. So basically he helps people build out their sales system and implement sales technology. And part of that is helping people set up their power dialers. And so I reached out to someone like him, so that way when he's working with clients and he's setting up their power dialer, he's choosing my power dialer to set them up with instead of his own. And so when Connor is working with clients and he's helping them set up their CRM and power dialer, he's going to have them use my power dialer instead of these other ones. And I'm going to help bring him business in turn as well, whether it's using my email list, etc. So that's also another win-win partnership. So again, when you're looking for these partnerships to form, you want someone that's selling to the same type of ideal client profile as you, but they have a different service or a different software that serves a different purpose. And that's how you form these win-win relationships. Now, I do want to make a note here that I've been able to form some pretty big partnerships candidates for the software already. And that is because of a few things. So one, I have a lot of goodwill in the space. I've never done anyone wrong. I've promoted a lot of these people's products without ever asking for anything, because I just really genuinely wanted to help these people in the past and see them grow. And I wasn't being transactional about it. I never looked for anything. So that was a big part of it. And the other big thing is obviously I have a lot of value to bring. I obviously have a decent sized audience to where they know, like, oh, I'm not just promoting his company and getting nothing in return. They know I can bring a substantial amount of traffic and business to them as well. And so that's what makes it such a win-win. Now let's jump into HubSpot and connect it to Smart Lead, and let's start to write out the 3 core flows around the demo calls or the sales calls. So we have a pre-call email flow, so the email that someone gets before they hop on a demo, and then if someone no-shows, just trying to get them back on the calendar, and then if they showed up to the demo and they were qualified but they didn't close, we'll put them back into a nurture sequence. So let's go ahead and set up HubSpot and write out those 3 emails. Okay, I'm back in HubSpot. I'm gonna make my meeting link, and then I am going to also make the pre-call and post-call emails. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to connect our calendar. I'll do that in a second. Okay. Cool. So that's complete. And then we are going to create scheduling page. It's going to be one-on-one. Eventually it'll be round robin once we have a sales team. Okay, so I have to upgrade. Let me just go edit this last one. Okay, so let me edit this. Okay, let's make this 30-minute demo. Event title, Zappix demo. Location, it's going to be on Zoom, which we just have to connect. But right now I'll just say like phone number. Can't include, yep. So then it'll say need to make changes, reschedule, cancel, and we're going to go ahead and hit save. So that's basically it for the scheduling link, and then you can go into here, and you can do if you want to do payments, obviously or not, and then form, and then we're going to add, again, I have to upgrade really quickly to do this, but we're going to add questions that are just like qualifying of like, do you currently have cold calling members? How many cold calls are you currently making a day? What revenue are you doing? Stuff like that. Just to qualify them. Schedule, it's going to be Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. The duration options is just going to be probably 30 minutes. And then automation. And so then confirmation email. And then we also want to turn on this meeting reminder. And then we want to include the invite description. And we want to add, and so we can do 1 hour before. And then we also want to do 1 day before. Okay, and then hit save. So there's that. And let's go ahead and write the emails that are going to be pre-call. Okay, so now I'm back inside of HubSpot, and I went to marketing and then email, and now I'm here. So I'm going to start writing some emails for the new software company to be sent out. So here are some templates, and then there's also even more down here. I'm going to do a basic welcome email for the software. And so it just pops you into the editor. And so as you can see, here it is. So the company logo will go here. I don't even think we have a logo yet, but basically I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to say, hey, and then I think, personalized. So, hey, we'll have their, their first name. So contact. So, oops. So say, hey, first name. Thank you for signing up to Zappix. And then I'm going to say, okay, so 3 pieces of homework. And so I'm going to say, this is going to be super important for the early users. I'm going to call it book your onboarding call with a cold calling specialist. And I might end up changing this a little bit just of like what I think will be best, but I'm going to say an expert cold caller from our team will onboard you and help you set up ZapX as well as integrate it with your other softwares and provide a little training and some standard operating procedures. Okay, so book your onboarding call. Okay, I'm gonna say 2, check out our vault. And so I'm gonna say, it's gonna be like a / like free course. Here's your free access to our vault of cold calling trainings and templates. And then I'm gonna say for 3, I'm gonna say add this to your calendar, and we're gonna say once a month we will be hosting a live training and also Q&A to help you have the best results possible. And then thanks. Okay, and this will be my welcome email. And obviously I'll link everything that I talked about once we have it, and I'll add the company logo. Boom. Now that HubSpot's set up and that our email flows are written, I'm going to finish off this week by writing some other email flows that are not related to the sales call, but people that are actually already users. So a very important email to do when you own a software company is a churn prevention email. And so if you see that someone hasn't logged in for 10 days, you want to have a churn prevention email. So this is where you're going to be offering your support and basically trying to get them on a call to say, hey, like, is everything working okay? Like, is there anything we can help you with? Is there anything you need us to add? You know, you're trying to keep them from canceling their subscription, and you can actually track this using a tool like Sendinblue as well. That's what I've used in the past. And so you can have that trigger of if they haven't logged in 10 days, then they get this email. And so we want to prevent them from churning. So we'll go ahead and write that email. And then the other email sequence that I want to write out is anyone that's opted into any sort of free resource and lead magnet that we put out, I want to have an email for them that is pushing them to actually book their demo call. And I want to have that automated. So let's go ahead and write those 2 emails. And then I could make a third of, users that are logging in frequently and trying to like upsell them, saying like, are you expanding your sales team and you want to buy more seats at a discounted rate, and then try to upsell them. But I think I'm going to save that for later. So for right now, I'm going to keep these emails simple, and as in they're going to be plain text, and I'm not going to have any fancy designs or anything. It's just going to be plain text, direct response copy. Keep it very short and simple. Once the company is making money, I'll either go and hire an email agency to make them, really nicely designed, and even they might be better copywriters than I am and all this other stuff, or maybe I'll hire someone in-house. But until then, I'm just gonna do it myself and keep it very simple because I don't like to spend a ton of money out of the bat. I would prefer to bootstrap this and just use the company's money. So let me go lock in at the desk and write these emails for you. Okay, now I'm going to just bang out the rest of the emails on the doc. So free demo email. Subject, it's gonna be like reminder, ZapX demo app, and then like insert time. And then I'm just gonna say a name. This is gonna be like, it's gonna be coming from like one of my sales reps. So I'm gonna say like, this is John from ZapX. Just a reminder that we have our demo tomorrow at time. I will be showing you how our tool works and will allow you to, or also will allow your team to make 2 times as many dials per day with our parallel dialing system. Looking forward to speaking. And I'm going to say John, and I'm going to do a PS. This is exactly how our founder booked 50 plus calls per month with cold calling. You can check out the guide here, and then I'll hyperlink it. Okay, so that's going to be the pre-call email, and then post-call if they are, if they were qualified but they didn't close. So do post-call, do subject, something like, thanks for your time. And name, thank you for taking the time to learn how ZapX works. Enjoy learning about your business and your goals. I put together a few things for you to review if you want to check them out. Here is a guide on how to hire cold callers, as well as where to source them, plus some managerial trainings. I hope these help, and I will be in contact with you over the next couple weeks. And again, these are rough because I don't know exactly what all these calls are going to look like yet, but as you can tell, the theme in all of these emails is value. We're not trying to be super salesy or salesy and trying to just close them. I just want to give out as much value as possible and build a good product, and people decide they want to work with us because of the value and because of what they've seen. I'm not trying to grow this company by being salesy and by using all these high pressure tactics. We just want to provide a ton of value and build what businesses are actually about to be is providing value and building a solution that helps people. So I'm not trying to grow this by being overly salesy. And so then post call, and then we'll do a churn prevention email, and then I'll load these all into HubSpot. So subject, say, is everything okay? Hey John, I noticed you haven't logged in for 10 days. Is everything all right? Do you need help learning how to use ZapX, or maybe with another part of the process? I am linking you to one of our specialists' calendar, and he will be able to help you with whatever you need, so that way you can see success using ZapX. You can get on his calendar here. Best. I like that. Cool. So those are my emails. I'm gonna go ahead and load these into HubSpot and put them into sequences and workflows. And yeah. Well, guys, that's it for week 3. Next week, I should be able to show you guys some prototype of the Power Dial and actually start to show you how it's going to be working, and you'll be able to see the bare bones and framework of it. If you guys are enjoying this series, please like this video, leave a comment, send it to a friend. Every piece of engagement helps me so much because this content does take a lot of time to take, and it inspires me a lot when you guys are enjoying it and liking it and sharing it. It helps me make this content and make it even better. So please do that. And I also did cave. You guys have been asking for a Discord. So I did go ahead and make a free Discord community where I'm going to be more active in. I'm going to do some live streams of me showing some of the more boring, nitty gritty actual work that I'm doing that you guys don't see in this video. So I'll put the link in the description for the free Discord, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.